big things with Lorena is proper positioning, because she's been curled up for so long that we need to help her muscles learn the right way to go. So every time she gets in her chair, we need to make sure that the footrests are down, because I have it adjusted so that her feet will sit right on top. We also need to make sure, when you put her in, that we hook all of the straps, because that will give Lorena the best support and encourage her to keep her head up. There is a lat belt on either side. All you have to do is pull it up and just latch it. And then with the shoulder belts, you want to make sure they're attached and that you have the middle strap across, because that will help support Lorena's chest and keep her sitting straight. And then just go ahead and fasten kind of the chest. Because the straighter she can sit, the more she'll use her head to move it up into the headrest, and the better she'll be for breathing and for eating and for learning. Right? Right. And with Lorena, since we don't know exactly what her vision is, it's always good when you're talking to her to kind of put a hand on her somewhere, and that way she knows that you're talking to her. Right? It's like a conversation starter. Just hold on to her and talk to her. Guess what? We're going to get out of the chair. We are. We're going to go sit on the ball. You ready? No! You're not ready. Well, too bad. That's what we're going to do anyway. Okay? That's what we're going to do anyway. We're going to get out, and we're going to get on the ball. Yes, ma'am. Move that head over, girl. Yeah. You also, when you have Lorraine in a chair, just want to make sure that her bottom and her back. Well, let's do this. Are flat against the chair. I didn't do that very gracefully this time, did I, Lorena? Some of the same things for her as for John. We want to get her on her knees. The ball's a little bit small for Lorena.
Do they have bigger balls?
They have bigger balls.
Things available?
Yes. And that might be something we can order and send over with the lady that's coming in a little bit. We can order it. Because it is a little bit small for her. But really, just for laying over the ball, it's just more to straighten her out and encourage putting the hands down, because this gets her in that position for trying to crawl. And the same thing, we don't want to force the hands open. We just want to gently work on them in the back and forth. And we want to encourage her to get her hand open and down, so that when you roll her forward, she gets the pressure on the front to help with crawling. Yeah, you see that smile.
How often should she lay on the ball like this?
About 10 minutes or so, 2-3 times a day.
Okay.
You know, if you just want to set aside a little bit of time each day that you kind of do therapy with the kids. Maybe when the bigger ones are at school. Would be a good time. And once again, you know, the better she gets, and when we get her a ball that's better for her size, you know, the longer she's able to tolerate it, increase it. We go from 10-15 minutes to 20 minutes, and so on. Okay, we're going to sit on it, babe. Okay? Now for Lorraine, you do need to support the ball a little bit more when you put her on it, just so that it doesn't roll away from you while you're getting her on it. So once again, kind of where that dip is, we want to get her. Lorena does
And
not...
because she's so tall.
Because she's so tall, yeah. But, you okay? Lorena does not seem to have the same kind of trunk support as John. John holds himself up a little bit better. And so for Lorena, you just want to make sure that you are supporting her around the waist or the chest. And once again, you can do some bouncing. And even just, you know, you can sit here with her and read her a story, because that's getting her sitting upright and that's helping her. Because any little movement she makes back and forth is working on this core, working on that chest. Same with all the other kids. It's working on building the muscles in here too. So that's why I say, you know, the rolling back and forth and some of the bouncing, because it puts their center of gravity off a little bit.
Right.
Lorena tends to curl forward. So you just want to
Where
help
John
her
tends
sit.
to lean backwards.
Yeah. And it's just that trunk support that's weak. And the same thing, you can, you know, encourage the hands to hold on, bouncing, and then the rocking. Miss Lorena, is there anything you want to tell all these people that are watching this videotape? Huh? Say I'm such a sweet, loving girl.